talk to me nice real quick. We have the TapouT. Now, this is a classic show. What did I have to do to get a hold of this? You don't want to know. I had to talk to a guy from China. He actually took a boat over to the States, and he carried this in his hand. Brings back a lot of memories for me, so we're going to start from the beginning. TapouT Season 1, Episode 1, Diamond in the Rough.
What's up? My name is Mask. I'm the creator of TapouT. I make the clothes for the mixed martial arts world.
Hey, let's just take a second and say shout out to Mask Lewis. Like, he created this whole thing and he passed away, but legend of the game when it comes to apparel and really helping promote the sport early on. And also take a second, look who it is. We're gonna see some of these fighters like Diego Sanchez before he got corrupted by that weird coach that we won't talk about, and a lot of other fighters in their infancy.
When TapouT finds a fighter that's got the determination, skill, the belief, we embrace him. He's family.
I love how TapouT really did do that. They actually supported their fighters. It wasn't just a simple contract where we're gonna give you shirts or money and you're gonna wear it and blah, blah, blah. It was a personal connection. Incredible.
We take him to his first event as a TapouT fighter.
And what you guys are gonna love about this series in particular is each episode I put on, you're gonna get a fight at the end. So you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned for that.
There's a show that we sponsor in Iowa, and they're really trying to press for lighter fighters, and they asked me, do I know anybody? I know I can't wait to get on the phone and call Greg Jackson and see what he's got brewing. What I'm looking for, and I know you got the best... period.
He understood something very distinct, and I think a lot of YouTubers understand this, or content creators and disseminators of content. This idea, you need to get people's attention, right? Attention is the thing that we're doing. It's attention arbitrage. He understood this early on with the face paint, painting the nails, right? Guys are doing that. You see it on TikTok, a bunch of kids painting their nails. He was trying to make a multi-million-dollar company, and he succeeded at that.
That same kind of Greg Jackson, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. Shout out to Genghis Khan. Cousin, but not to be confused with Genghis Khan.
Got this great kid, TapouT Page.
Is it any way that he could be ready to go? What's this, like in less than 2 weeks?
Because you asked it, I will make it happen.
No laugh though. Can't even go that high. That's some falsetto head voice shit right there.
So we're going to Greg Jackson's school, picking up a fighter that I believe in because I believe in Greg Jackson's training, taking him to a show that I believe in, testing him there. And if he does well, I believe he'll be ready for the greater step.
I just heard his hands were good. He just seems a little light. That worries me a little bit.
145?
What's his fight?
People don't understand what that means, modern MMA fans, but back in this day, in this era, before 125s, 135s, there was nothing below 155. So if you were a small guy who walks around at 135 or 145, you had to actually fight up 10, 20 pounds against giants who were cutting down from 170. So it was just a really tough time. The UFC didn't have any lighter weight classes underneath 155.
We're there to talk to Damasio, relationship with Greg Jackson. And we start looking around at other fighters, even if other guys come up to us, because they might, to concentrate on Damasio.
All out in the hood, huh? That's how you get good fighters, man. The best boxing gyms in the world were in the hood.
That's true.
Mask is usually concentrating on his relationship with the person who gave us this fighter.
I love how each guy had their distinct role within the company of TapouT.
Scrape is maybe getting the product, bringing the product in. I want to look at the fighter. I want to see, does this guy have the heart? Does he have the training? Is his skills up to par?
Nice, the back, good, good.
I want to see if his ground is up to par.
There's your shots, watch power, watch power.
I want to see.
Good coach there, saying watch the power, because, you know, back in these days, I know it's not that long ago, dude, we used to spar hard with little gloves on, full punches to the face.
Today in Damasio's training regiment, we had him doing what we call a circle of death, which is where he jumps into the cage and one guy after the other comes at him.
Jeez, look at this.
Every 5 minutes and just tries to take his head off.
I mean, that's why these guys were so damn good in their era. But injury rates were very high in this gym because you can see the sparring was hard. There's no real protective gear on. They're sparring really hard with small gloves on. But it gets you ready. You know, these guys were all in good shape. I mean, they're pulling their kicks a bit, but still dangerous.
Nice round right there. Good job, both of you guys.
That's when I first saw Diego. I watched Diego, I'm talking, I'm like, damn, who's this coach? I look over and said,
Yo, look who it is, man. Joey Villasenor, another phenomenal fighter, also a coach now at Greg Jackson's gym, or Winklejohn's gym, however it is now.
the game plan is to take Damasio down there, drive him with us.
Okay.
Go do this extreme challenge.
Great.
I know you're gonna come in and corner him.
Absolutely. So we'll fly out probably that Thursday night for weigh-ins and stuff.
Right on. Yeah.
Me and Wink, yeah.
Mask is out of his fucking mind. legend.
He looks like a badass, but I'm still worried about his weight, bro.
Why? What do you mean? Because
He's a light guy. Damasio may hit hard, but he's no 155er. And, I mean, you can be the toughest guy in the world, but you're going against a guy who walks around at 170, and he's dropping down to 155 to fight.
I like the fact.
That's exactly what I said at the beginning of this video. I haven't watched this episode in over 10 years. Yeah, it's been about 12 years, probably, maybe more. A good big man will beat a great little man every time. Even if that little guy is far more technical, maybe even more experienced, it's very difficult to beat even a good big man. He could be less skilled, but size is such a determining factor in a fight. To beat that, to neutralize those attributes, you gotta be incredibly skilled. And we saw it recently in Bivol versus Canelo. Like, Bivol is, I would argue maybe more skilled, but the point of the matter is, all that hard shots, Canelo's a hard hitter, he's a hard hitter. It didn't have the desired effect against the big guy. It's not that Canelo doesn't hit like a truck. It's just Bivol can take the shots. He's used to being hit by bigger guys.
Let's see what you made of. Yeah. You ready to go against Goliath? When the going gets tough, can you get going, or do you need everything to be perfect?
But you're going against a guy who weighs 20 pounds heavier than you, and he's good too. It makes all the difference.
Punk ass, man. A lot of people look at him and say, oh, he's kind of a pessimist, but I see him as a realist.
They're willing to lay their name out on the line for me to show the world that who I am.
Off for an adventure.
Damasio's a new fighter, and I think that's what bringing him to this fight is going to tell us. It's going to tell us whether it's worth investing our time and money into him.
What I like the most about Damasio is that he's a Mexican guy who's wearing a do-rag, right? You know what I also like? I'd like if you guys would leave a like. Segway King. But don't just leave a like, subscribe and turn on post notifications, all right? We got about 5 discs to tap outs waiting for us. We're just getting started, all right?
Just grew up rough, I was a small cat out of everybody, and neighbors used to beat me up, everybody used to beat me up.
He's a tool that's been honed through adversity. Personally, I like that. Someone you can depend on. When you know when the going gets tough, they're gonna step it up and not fold.
Those are the people I surround myself with.
There was only one.
No trust fund kids allowed in the Strangle game. If you're a trust fund kid, sorry man, you're probably not gonna get along with us.
Every fighter trains different. So I kind of wanted to know, how's he want to train? Does he want to be sparring 4 days out before his fight, or does he not want to?
We're gonna say usually that's not a good thing.
He's got to go in there top of his game, and he goes in there and loses. I don't even want to feel slightly responsible for that.
Coach, it was punk ass's fault. It wasn't my fault. He wouldn't let me do any workouts. Punk ass, man.
Other companies have come along that are competing with us now that have millionaires backing them.
Can I get anything else for you guys?
We've yet to take an investor on. We've yet to have money backers.
This isn't fun and games. This is war, this is battle. How many grits? I only 99 cents. Hamburger taste.
Yo, they are counting the small details, and it's all a tax write-off for them as a company, which is cool. But this is the stage that they were at, and they were considered a big brand at the time within the small community of mixed martial arts. But it's interesting to see that they're still penny pinching.
You got tip, bro. You got a drink here for $2. You got.
No way.
If I'm Damasio Page, I'm watching this and going, man, I don't know if I want to be with these guys, not for nothing.
I heard there was a money situation.
What do you mean? About how much we're paying him?
Somebody's setting him up for more.
No, I feel you, Sarah. No, I feel you, dude. You got to do your damn thing, bro.
Try to bind loyalty and kindness around my neck so that no matter whether you're up or down, I'm there. So now you're up. Now I can't be there? Do I understand? Yeah. I'm a adult. And I know business is business. Does it hurt, though?
Sarah, you know this, kid. I hope you never lose another fight ever again. But if you do and change like they do, we ain't gonna change.
That's dope, man. You gotta fuck the mask, man. And I kind of feel that, man. It is business, but in so many ways, it is about personal connections and who was with you from the bottom.
So it looks like we're gonna take Damasio over to Pat Militich's gym, but there might be a little problem with that.
Uh-oh.
This cat you're about to fight is at the gym training right now. Look.
Drama alert.
I don't think he should even see you. I don't think he should even. I think maybe I should roll over there. We'll go over there and do our thing. We'll get a look at him.
It'd probably be best for me to just work out here then.
Wow, look at Pat Militich's gym. So small. Man, Bettendorf, Iowa. Imagine living there. I know there's people from Iowa that watch my channel, so I'm not throwing shade here, but yeah, but Steve, the city is, you got it all twisted. The small life is where it's at. Small town living is where it's at. I'm not saying it's not, I'm saying, everything's low. So cool to see this though, man. Legendary. Let's see if we see a few legendary sightings. Well, Pat Militich is there, legend.
UFC UFC 18, he was the first one to ever put TapouT on his shorts in the fight. That's your Pat Miletich in.
Tap's got some of the best guys in the world over there. Matt Hughes, Tim Sylvia, Robbie Lawler. Those guys
Oh shit, look at Robbie Lawler. A young Robbie Lawler kicking knee and pads. Love to see this.
So we saw Damasio's opponent, Rod Montoya, at Pat's gym. All right, boss. All right, man. Right on, right on. The guy that Damasio Page was fighting was there training. Some of the best fighters in the world trained there. But I didn't know that he was a Pat Miletich fighter.
We know Damasio's camp, and I know that he's a strong fighter. But now he's going against one of Pat Miletich's guys, which could potentially be the two strongest camps in the world. Damasio's coming in light. This guy looks heavy. He's probably 5.
Showed him getting strangled with a triangle. He's coming in big. He's from a great gym. Shows him getting strangled.
Hey, I saw that cat, bro. Cat, short-haired cat. Looked like he ready for you to steal his thunder. That's all he looked like.
I hear he's a brawler. He likes to brawl. That fits into my style anyway.
Long, thinner cat, kind of. He ain't street though, dog.
That's what I'm gonna tell everyone I ever train in the future. Steve, so what do you think about this guy? He ain't street. How's his jiu-jitsu though? Calm down, how's his jiu-jitsu? But what about his boxing ability? What'd I just tell you? He ain't street.
Heavy thoughts. Heavy.
You know, a couple rolls of quarters.
Heavy.
That's crazy. So we all gotta worry about cutting weight, getting down to a specific weight. Damasio was trying to gain weight, which I find interesting.
149.
6 pounds under the limit.
He might have been a little overconfident because of my size.
155.8.
He had to cut.
Right. It doesn't bother me none at all if he thinks that size doesn't matter right now.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that little smirk. All right, we're gonna find out is what I'm trying to tell you. We're gonna find out. Let's go, Damasio, let's go. Leave a comment below. Who do you think's gonna win? How do you think they're gonna win? 5'6", 145, 8-3 at the time.
Damasio comes out and there's tumbleweed bouncing across the thing and nobody said Mask and I were the only two screaming.
Let's go, Damasio! Weighing at 156 pounds, representing the world-renowned Miletich fighting system from Columbus, Sonora. This is Rod, the Executioner Montoya.
Okay, Montoya, so he's Spanish. What was I say? He's calling himself the Mexicutioner. He's a white guy fighting a Mexican. Take a look at this, okay, really quick. Robbie Lawler in his corner, 5'11", but not a great record, right? 4-2 is not a great record.
Anywhere close, the hometown favorite's going to get the decision. Damasio's got to bring it.
He has everything stacked against him in this fight. Strong low kick to start the fight off. I'm pretty sure that referee is probably on Montoya's side. Look how much bigger Montoya is. It's insane. All right, they come in. Ooh, good knee to the body, though. Montoya slams him against the cage with double underhook to see if he can score the takedown. He's the bigger guy, usually benefits the taller guy. Strong body lock on the lower body, gets a takedown. I mean, again, the clinch generally lends itself better to the taller, rangier guy. Ooh, strong elbows on bottom, I love that. Excellent, cut him up. So leg looking to hit the arm bar from bottom. Man, this guy's tremendously bad. When your opponent goes for an armbar, you have to either square your hips up rapidly to keep alignment with your opponent so he can't angle for the armbar. You should clear your elbow below their waist so that they're not able to secure the hyperextension of the arm. This guy just kind of waited, did none of it. So Damasio going for an armbar, it's hard to pull off when you're on your upper back like this. It's hard to get good extension. He'd probably have to get belly down position. Belly down, good extension. He's gonna get the finish. Break that arm. Break that arm. Break it, man. 2-on-1. There we go. Ah, loses alignment on the elbow. Come on, Damasio, break that arm. 2-on-1 on the wrist. You gotta stay 2-on-1 on that wrist, no matter what. See how he started bending it over his hip, and then he went to sit up and put it under his armpit? You gotta stay 2-on-1, and you gotta raise your left elbow up and bend it over your right hip. But very close by Damasio. This guy is horrendous on the ground, so I'm pretty sure Damasio with the wrestling background is gonna control the fight here. Because he's gonna feel a lot bigger with that wrestling base. Whoa, this big guy, oh, but he goes tight waist. Damasio goes tight waist, uses it to hip heist and get to the turtle. Elbows to the ribs, oh, those are brutal. Damasio's not looking to take the back. He's going spiral ride with the right hand and just landing ground and pound. Now switching to an inside wrist on the near side. He's looking to use that to tilt his opponent. Real wrestling style, but it's better to stay on the back. There we go. Both hooks. Looking for the strangle. Might benefit him just to stay on top and just land ground and pound for right here. Stay on top, mount position. Excellent. Hard elbow from the top position by Damasio Page. Pushing the head away. Oh, good job. Damasio doing a great job and then elbowing his eyes out. Using his heels against his opponent's hips to ride that bump. Notice how his opponent kicked off the cage to create the roll, swap position top to bottom. Damasio posted, used his heels to misdirect the bump, and now he puts his opponent's head against the cage where he can't obviously kick off the cage. Oh, oh! Hard elbows, baby. Ouch. And that's when it benefits you to have shorter limbs in those close proximities. You can slide elbows in rapidly, cut them open. That's bad. I mean, Damasio looked great, and if you want to look similar, you're going to check my Patreon out, right? Tier 2 and up is going to give you access to fight techniques, behind-the-scenes stuff. We're starting a podcast on there. We're going to be doing vlog content, so all kinds of cool shit. Tier 2 and up is going to give you access to that, but you're going to say, Steve, I only got $5 a month. Well, that's going to give you access to all of the videos you watch on YouTube, multiple days early. It's a great way to support the channel. Obviously, we're not working with no big brands here, so it's a great way to keep the channel going. I appreciate the Strangle Gang. Let's get back into it. So this is what you want to do for a living? You know what I'm saying?
You know that they're willing and proud to sponsor me, you know? I guess I'm a poster boy now for TapouT.
Must have been these
And well deserved. He's a great coach now, if I'm not mistaken. I think Damasio is coaching people out of Greg Jackson and Winklejohn's gym. I could be wrong on that, but pretty sure. Yo, I hope you guys really enjoyed that, because I did. This was memory lane for me. And let me tell you something. I have not seen any of the other episodes. I remember seeing that one back in the day, but I literally have every episode that ever happened. So if you guys are into it, leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll be glad to cover them. As always, check me out on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, if you want to watch any other episodes, because I cover a bunch of shows, click one of the playlists. They're about to pop up now.